Hello everyone, today we're going to make the classic Sunburst Granny Square. You can use this pattern anytime you like, but I am at the moment making granny squares, getting ready for our next big project that we make together, which will be a granny square blanket. For this project, you're going to need your yarn of choice and your corresponding crochet hook. My yarn is an 8-ply or a DK, so I'm using a 4mm hook. You'll need your scissors and darning needle as well. I'm using US terminology for this project, and I'm going to start with a magic ring. Now, I actually do double magic rings. I should have said this before because I find the single ones can actually come undone. So holding your yarn end in your left hand, wrap your yarn twice around 2 fingers. Pull up a loop, yarn over and chain 1. Now for our first round, we're going to do 16 double crochets. Your first stitch needs to be counted as a double crochet, and for that one you can use 3 chains, or if you prefer to use the stacked single crochets like I do. We chain 1, pop hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. And that's our single crochet made. Now pop your hook down through the center of that single crochet, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Now that's what I'm using to count as my first double crochet. Now we just need to do 15 more double crochets. So yarn over, hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 14, 15, and 16 double crochets. To tighten up this magic ring, pull your hook out of your work, turn it round and gently tug on the yarn tail. Now, whichever loop cinches in, grab that one and gently pull on that one so the other one goes in. Now all you have to do is pull on the yarn tail again and your magic circle is done. Actually, I'm going to change colours for the next round, so I'm going to finish off here with an invisible finish. Snip off your yarn, pull that loop through, yarn onto your needle, and now we're going to send the needle not under the top of the first double crochet but under the top of the second one, because the little V that we create sits over top of the first one. Take your needle back down the center of the last double crochet that you made. Okay, there's our invisible finish. Darn in your yarn ends, and then we'll be ready for round number 2. Round number 2 is going to be 1 puff stitch in the top of every double crochet below. So we're doing a standing stitch to begin. Yarn end in your right hand this time to make a movable slip knot. Wrap your yarn around 2 fingers, pull that loop up and tighten that knot. Now we're going to yarn over once. Pop our hook under the top of one of the double crochets. Pull up a loop and elevate it a little bit. Yarn over, hook in, pull up a loop and elevate it a little. Yarn over, hook in, pull up a loop, make them nice and straight, yarn over and pull through all the stitches, including that slip stitch at the end. Tighten that little slip knot. Now we're going to chain 1 to secure our puff. Next one, yarn over, hook into the top of the double crochet, pull up a loop and lift it a little. Yarn over, hook in, pull up a loop and lift. Yarn over, hook in, pull up a loop and lift, yarn over, pull through all the stitches, chain 1, yarn over, hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all the loops, chain 1, yarn over, hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, hook in, pull up a loop. Now let me count how many loops we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just so you know. Okay, now chain 1. Go off now and do a puff in the top of every double crochet, and I'll meet you back at the end. Before we completely finish round 2, just count up your puffs and make sure that you've got 16. I'm going to do an invisible finish because I'm changing colours again. And I'm going to pop my needle under the little V that's on the top left hand side of the puff, not under the one on the right hand side. Okay, then I'm going to send my needle down through the center of that puff stitch, the last one that we made. There we go. Now darn your yarn ends in and I'll meet you for round number 3. Round number 3 is going to be a 4 double crochet cluster in between each of these puff stitches. So again, we'll make 16 of them. Picking up your yarn end in your right hand, make a loop around 2 fingers on the left, pull up that loop through the center. Now we're going to yarn over, pop your hook in between any 2 of the puff stitches, pull a loop up, yarn over, pull through 2 and leave 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 and leave 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. You've got 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Now with 5 loops on your hook, you're going to yarn over and pull through all of them. Now you can cinch in that little slip knot and chain 1. All right, we'll do a few more here together. So yarn over, hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 and hold your stitches here. Yarn over, hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 and 1 more. Yarn over, hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over and pull through all the stitches on your hook. Yarn over, chain 1 to secure. Yarn over for a new cluster, hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through all the loops on your hook and chain 1. We're yarning over and pulling up loops 4 times because we've got 4 double crochets joined together at the top. Now head off and do a cluster in the center of all the puffs below. At the end of round number 3, count up your clusters to make sure that you've got 16. Now I'm going to snip my yarn off because I'm changing colours again. Finishing with my invisible finish. Once again, like the puffs, I'm going to pop my needle not under the first stitch above the cluster, but under the second one. So it's the stitch on the left hand side of the top of the cluster. Now take your needle down through the center of the cluster that you just made. Firm that up and make that invisible. Now darning yarn ends in. Head off and do yours and I'll meet you back here really soon. Now for round number 4, we're going to square off our work. Don't worry if your little circle here is cupped inwards. That'll all work out once we do the next round. So yarn end in your right hand, make a loop around 2 fingers on the left, pull up a loop, yarn over. What we're going to do here is actually start in a corner space. So we're going to yarn over twice because we're going to be using treble stitches. So in any space between the clusters, pop your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Now you can tighten that little slip knot. Yarn over twice, we'll do another treble, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, and one more. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, chaining 1. Now we're going to do 3 more trebles in that same space. Pop your hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2. Making a second treble for this cluster and a third. In the next space we're going to do 3 double crochets. So yarn over, hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Make 2 more double crochets. In the next space we're going to do 3 half double crochets. So yarning over, hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all the stitches on your hook. Yarn over, hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all the stitches. Yarn over, hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3 stitches. Now we're going to work 3 double crochets, and this is what we're going to do all the way around. Yarn over, hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. So that's 1, 2 double crochets, 3 double crochets. Now we're going to do another corner where we'll do 2 clusters of trebles with a chain in between. So yarn over twice, making 3 trebles. So that's 1, 2 and 3, chain 1. Now we'll do another cluster of trebles. That's 1, 2 and 3. Now we're going to do 3 double crochets. 1, 2 and 3. Next up is 3 half double crochets. 1, 2 and 3. Now we're doing 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Now we're doing a corner and we're doing 2 clusters of trebles with a chain in between. Yarn over twice, hook in, pull up a loop, do 1 treble, 2 trebles and 3, chain 1. Now another cluster of trebles, that's 1, 2 and 3. Next cluster is double crochets. 1, 2 and 3. Next cluster is half double crochets. 1, 2 and 3. Now we've got a cluster of double crochets. 2 and 3. Now we're up to our trebles. Yarn over twice. That's 1, 2, 3, chain 1. Another cluster of trebles, that's 1, 2 and 3. Now we're going to do a cluster of double crochets. That's 1, 2 and 3. half double crochets, 1, 2 and 3, and the very last cluster is going to be double crochets, 1, 2, oops, and 3. There we are, we're squared off nicely now. I'm going to snip off my yarn end, pull that through, do another invisible finish, and change colours for the next round. Okay, we're not going under the top of the first treble, we're going under the top of the second. Making another little V on the top, send your needle down through the last double crochet that you just made. There we go. Darn your yarn ends in, and we'll do one last round for this square. You can leave your Sunburst Granny Square just like this if you need to, depends what you're using it for. But I'm going to show you a round of granny clusters because that's what we're going to be using it for in our next blanket project. So yarn end in your right hand, around 2 fingers, pull up a loop. Now we're just going to start in the corners, any corner, with a cluster of double crochets. 1, 2 and 3. Cinch that little slip knot in, chain 1. Now another cluster of double crochets in the corner. Now we're going to do a cluster of double crochets in between each of the clusters below. I'm not putting a chain in between. You can if that's what you really like to do. It's just my personal preference not to have a chain in between the clusters. Okay, one more cluster here, and then we're into the corner. Doing cluster, chain 1 and cluster. There we go, and it's as simple as that. All you do is go around doing a cluster of double crochets in between each of the clusters below. The corner being cluster, chain 1, cluster. Head off, finish this round, and I'll meet you at the end. And there's your Sunburst Square with a lovely round of granny clusters. Again, I'm snipping off because I'm going to darn my yarn ends in. No, I'm not. I'm going to do an invisible finish. Oh dear, oh dear. I'm going crazy. Okay, not under the first one, but under the second little V. I can't stop thinking about what I just said. All right, now take your needle down the center of the last double crochet that you made. There, we've formed a beautiful invisible finish. Darn your yarn ends in. I think I'm going Granny Square crazy today. And then you'll be finished this Sunburst Square. And there's your square number 4, the classic Sunburst Granny Square. And it looks so much better. It pops out with these 2 extra rounds of granny stitch. I'm going to head off now and make square number 5, and I'll see you all again really soon. Bye for now.